guys.
Hey guys.
Welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
So we are in Mike's mother's living room because we are here for a little bit. Well, he's here for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I'm visiting, and I'm going to be going back to Canada tomorrow, actually. So yeah, this is
hopefully she won't be alone for long. Hopefully I'll be joining her first.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, welcome back to our channel, and yeah, we're really excited for today's vlog. Again, this vlog is being done because one of you subscribers actually requested it, and yeah, we thought it'd be a really cool vlog to do.
Just a nice quick little vlog, and it's on. So the question was, what is our favourite Bible passage, and how do we implement in our everyday lives in this crazy society that we live in? So we've decided to take this each individually as well as together. So for me, the verse that I think that really springs to mind, particularly prevalent at the moment, is to trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. And I think the real challenge here is learning to trust in God, particularly through those really challenging times, through those times of trial, and trying to implement that in our everyday lives, and not rely on the things of the world, and particularly with our move to Canada and everything like that. That's really become something that I have struggled with. I'll be totally honest with you. I have struggled with it at times, because there are times when you get really frustrated, and particularly as Mel and I, we're only into our second year of marriage now, and going through this period of separation and juggling and going back and forth between Canada and the UK has been a real challenge. And I think one of the things, one of the ways I implement that is firstly, I wrote a blog post on our blog about it. I like writing, I like putting things down on paper, and also praying.
There is a cat.
The cat's just literally walked past the French doors. But anyway, but also, just praying to God, asking Him for that guidance, really getting into the Word, really studying the Word, and just letting Him guide me, really, and trying to lean into Him. I think it's only during times of real struggle that we really learn the true meaning of what it is to lean into God and to rest in Him. But I think I think it's something that's really strengthened within me, that whole trusting God thing, and because it is a crazy society that we live in with everything that's going on.
Yeah, I think it's a really good one, and I think that's one that I definitely that's given me comfort over, I think, these few months. For me, I would have to say the golden rule, which is love your neighbor as you love yourself. That one is probably, for me, key. But the one that's like it as well is the love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your mind, and all your strength. I feel like those two kind of play into each other, because I feel like the more I love the Lord, or the more that I dive into the things of God, like read His Word, and spend time with Him and worship, I feel like I feel closer to Him, and I feel like I fall more in love with Him every time, little by little, and I feel like in loving Him and knowing Him and who He is, in turn I can turn to people and love them. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? I feel like without love for God, it's difficult to love people, because let's face it, people are really difficult to love.
They really are.
I mean, I know I'm a very difficult person to love, because
I'm not.
Okay, yes, but you're extremely biased.
I'm biased, definitely.
I'm a difficult person to love because I'm a human, and humans are so complicated. Yeah. There's so many levels to us, One day we're happy, one day we're sad, one day we're gossiping, one day we're speaking life into someone else. We're just a mixed bag of emotions, and we're kind of a mess.
Yeah. Massively so.
Like, that's why we need God, is because we're a mess. And I feel like we need to learn to give grace to each other the way God gives us grace. And I feel like I find people so difficult to love. I love people, but I find it difficult to love because I feel like I have to constantly remind myself that God loves me with all my flaws, and He knows the depths of my heart, and He knows who I am. And in turn, if someone hurts me or says something to me that I don't like, I have to remember, like, God's forgiven me for the greatest debt and paid my debt and died for my sins. Therefore, I should be able to forgive someone for something that they did.
Them love.
Exactly. For like something so like minimal that they've done to me. You know what I mean? Like, I should be able to just like not brush it off, because we're humans and we have emotions. But when you get past those emotions, you have to be able to like forgive and move on, because you've been forgiven for the biggest debt of all. Do you know what I mean?
And then particularly for when it comes to non-Christians and them wronging, they don't know that love of God that we know.
Yeah, so we can't judge them or hold them to our standards, because at the end of the day, they live the way they know how to live. Do you know what I mean? And Christians, we live the way we know how to live.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, I think, and it's, it is really hard. I mean, that's something, that, we all try and implement, I think, as Christians into our everyday lives. But when someone wrongs us, it's so hard to let that go because of our that human fallen nature. And it's so hard to release that.
It's like, they hurt me, they've done it so many times before.
Why should I forgive them? They don't deserve it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's like, how many times have you done? How many times have you sinned? How many times have you said, have you gone to God and been like, oh, I'll never do it again, and then you do it again, and you do it the day after, and you do it the day after that, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's like,
and God forgives you. He forgives you
constantly.
Every day. You're a new creation. You're a new creation. You're a new creation.
If you mean it from your heart.
Yeah, if you mean it from your heart, and it's I mean, I think that's one of the most fantastic verses to try and live by every single day, and it is something we should all aspire to.
Yeah,
really.
But I definitely mean what I said. When you get to know, when you open up that word and you worship and you get to know His word more and more, and you grow closer to Him. In growing closer to Him, you love Him more, and in loving Him more, you can love your fellow man more.
Yeah.
And more truer, more deeper. You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
If that makes sense, guys. Well, once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Those are our 2 verses, and hopefully a little bit of wisdom in there as well. What little we can impart, it's all God. Let's face it.
And also, just like one thing, I'd love to hear like what your favorite verses are as well.
Yes, definitely.
So if you guys want to drop it in the comments as well, drop it in. We'd love to hear what your favorite verses are.
100%. And once again, any topics you want us to talk about, please comment. We'd love to hear from you. If you do have a prayer request, please feel free to drop us an email. We do check our emails regularly, and we try and include everyone who asks for a prayer about something. We try and include in our daily prayers. Be blessed and have a fantastic day, whatever you're doing, wherever you are.
And also, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, check us out. It's TheListers85. That's TheListers85. So follow us on Instagram.
Check it out. You don't want to miss out.
And follow us here and subscribe if you haven't already. And click that notification button if you want to know when we're posting and when we're going live and all that jazz.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. We love you.